So today is your birthday. This is your 24th cycle around the sun this time round. It's been a challenging year in many ways. Incredibly liberating also. Life has been flipped upside down maybe 2 or 3, maybe even 4 times during this past cycle. And through that process you've become someone that you've always wanted to be. You've begun to get yourself into a position that you've been dreaming of for a long time. You've met people who've profoundly changed your life, and you've lost people also. All have been leading towards your ultimate potential, towards your self-actualization, towards your individuation. And I know that this next year that's coming up, I know it's going to herald some magnificent changes also for you, as we discover more and more layers of ourselves. And as you start to discover more and more layers of yourself, new people come into your life who reflect those new findings. And that will continue. That will continue through this next year. And your world's going to expand in ways that you've never thought possible. And I want to remind you of some lessons that I've learned over this past cycle. First off, contraction always leads to expansion. And the expansion is always worth it. The expansion that comes from that contraction is always worth the contraction. And you will go through periods of peaks and troughs. And they will be challenging, but remain centered and trust, because an expansion is coming, and it can only come through the contraction. So trust that the contraction is worth it. Trust the restrictions and the limitations. These create a safe container for your evolution. They act as guidance for sustainable growth. The contractions and the limitations are set in place to serve you. They are aiding you, leading you along the edge of your evolution. If you got what it is that you want, it may cause you more harm than good. So trust the process and the timing. And keep being present and remaining open, and allow those contractions. Embody the world you wish to create. That was one of the lessons that we learned at the start of this cycle. Embody the world you wish to create. As within, so without. Cultivate that world internally before you can see it externally, and it will come. Remember to come home to the body. This is the only thing that you're going to have with you for this whole duration, so work on it, play with it, strengthen it, dance, exercise, make love, be with the body, be intimate with the body, nourish it, care for it. Keep coming home to this place, to this body. And finally, life is always working for you, not against you. Life is in your favor. Remember that. The restrictions, the limitations, they are serving you. The contraction will always lead to your expansion. Life is always in favor of you. And the more that you can remember that, the easier it is to float down the stream that is life. You're ready for this next year. You're ready for what's to come. And it's going to be incredibly beautiful and profound. Layers and layers of new love, new beauty, new opportunity, new expansion and abundance. It's all coming. There's new layers of pain and difficulty and struggle as well, as those old woundings and insecurities come up to be released. But that alchemical gold is exactly the kind of juice that we love. It might be hard, but you're well equipped to handle it. So whatever cycle you're in now, whether you're in your Saturn return at 28, whether you're 32, whether you're 54 watching this with your kids, I'm proud of you. Your world is starting to reflect that love that you have been emanating. Continuously, time after time, trial after tribulation, you have been opening your heart over and over. And it's amazing. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I want you to know that where we are now, on our 24th birthday, I've never felt so liberated, so free, so full of love. I've never felt so expanded, and full of opportunity and hope and optimism and childlike wonder. And I can tell you, I know it's only going to expand. It's only going to increase. Because the journey has really just begun again.